Got to work on another vehicle. This is a 2012 Ford Explorer. Had to replace the APIM right there. So it had a normal screen, didn't work, blacked out, no radio. Everything's troubleshot down to the APIM. Got one from OEM Radio, I think is what it was called. Shipped it out. Just putting it back in, so I haven't even tested it. But these are 7 mils to get the radio out. To get to the radio, you start by taking these trim pieces off, and they are held in with clip there, kind of a clip there, clip there, clip there, and there, and this little pin. So don't forget the normal radio bezel there. So I started out, I pulled down at the bottom, pulled here, then started back at the top, popped the top out, popped that one out, and then worked on pulling that pin out, and this one was last. On a video I seen, they said that if you pull up from the bottom, you can break this top piece pretty easily. So they said start at the bottom, move to the top, and then work on getting that pin out. I did that. It worked pretty good. I did that on both sides. I got these flathead screwdrivers with an angle, and they work really good at getting under stuff and popping it out. After you got those silver pieces off, this is a piece there. You see I put tape on here to protect it as I was using my screwdriver to pry out on everything. So once I got those silver pieces out, one on each side, there was 4 7mm here also. Removed those 4 7 mils, grabbed down here at the bottom, popped those two, see that or that one and that one, those 2 clips out, pop those 2 clips out. Got a connector there at the bottom also, and then up top had 2 connectors too. You can't lift the bottom out like this and try to get the top ones out. That doesn't work well. I had to just pop the bottom out where it was loose, then reached up and popped the top 2 out of the little speaker cover here. Pulled that out, and then that's where it got me. Sorry, I had to put that back. It got me to the radio, or the screen I should say. Popped the 4 7mm out there, pulled the screen out, 2 connectors on the back of it, and then 4 Phillips screws to take the APIM off the screen. It slid out, and then screwed everything back together. So here is the old APIM. That's the side that clips into the radio. There's your 4 Phillips screw holes. See your Phillips there. It was this connector and this black one USB. USB had to clip up on top. This connector had a lever action, so you popped a little clip on top to release the gray lever, flip the gray lever over, and it removed the connector. Put it back in, put the connector in, take the gray lever, flip it over, it pulls the connector tight, and then the gray lever clicks, and then just plug it back in. Like I said, then I have to reprogram it through ForScan. I copied the original one the best I could because it was actually working today. This is my neighbor's car, and 99% of the time it wasn't working. So since it was working today, I decided to go ahead and pull the data and swap it out for him. Everything goes back together just by click, 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 click. 4 screws, put the gray ones back in, clip them back in, and good to go.